Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. This is Noelle, the curator from the museum. Today I'm going to talk about how to preserve your family's history, mostly with photographs, and how to keep those safe for generations. So with me, I've got my box of photos here, and the first thing that you want to do is organize them. These are all mixed in. I've got some here from a friend's 12th birthday party. I've got pictures of my daughter when she was at mom's morning out. They're all just kind of mixed in. So first things first, make some dividers. And you want to put those on acid-free paper. So just find paper that says acid-free in the bottom, or you can get the manila folders, cut little strips for those, and write in pencil, or one of these pens. They're going to say archival quality, archival ink, or acid free. That's what you want to use. So I've got some different examples here, some different age pictures. None of them are really old enough to see a difference, but over time, pictures, papers, they'll become yellow and brittle. So a good example of this is this old newspaper. It was not this color when it started out. This is from, let's see what year, if it's got a year on it. I pulled it from one of our files. So there's no year on it, but it's when skates were $3.44. So, but you can tell over time it's become yellow, it's become brittle. Folds are very difficult. If you can avoid folding things and keep it as flat as possible, that's going to help it stay nice and free from tearing. Also, staples, if you find any staples, get them out of there. Rubber bands, those leave a really kind of icky residue. They get dried out, they get stuck to pictures, they get stuck to documents. Get rid of those. If you want to note something, your best bet is a pencil. Archival methods are like really good ones, reversible. If you write on something, you want to be able to erase it. You want to be able to just remove a label, so maybe tie something to your dividers that you make. If you punch a hole in it, tie a little loop, something. Everything you do, you want it to be reversible. So what does acid-free mean? Acid-free and lignin-free. Lignin is what occurs in paper. It's a wood pulp product. So it's in paper, it's in folders, it's in a lot of stuff. It's acidic, so eventually it eats away. It causes brittleness, it causes yellowing. That's what's in the paper. That's what you want to avoid. So something that will protect your photos are these little photo sleeves. So here is a picture of me back in my surfing days with a lobster. We're going to put this in here. And this picture's 27 years old. If it's housed correctly, it can last way longer. And my grandkids can see Grandma when she was 3 surfing. Temperature is another big deal. If you have photos that you store up in the attic, you want to bring those down. Temperature spikes, like in the summer when it gets really hot, in the winter when it gets really cold, that's what's going to damage. You want to maintain stability as long as you can. But actually photos, if they're somewhere cold year round, that's fine. Pictures actually last the longest in 32 degrees, believe it or not. But yeah, definitely get pictures and documents out of the attic, somewhere where you can maintain a stable environment for humidity and for temperature. And also, if bugs or dust gets up there, you're gonna have little bite marks out of your pictures. So another thing to do is if you see a picture like this, and it's from your great-grandma's collection. Well, what's going on in this picture? That's something that you want to know. So get your pictures when you know the story. If you have the date, if you have who's there, if it was for a party, write down the story either on a slip of paper or in pencil on the back of the paper. So this one, it was my cousin's performance at their school, and I went to go watch them. I didn't go to that school. I wasn't in the performance, and I was mad about it that I couldn't get on the stage. So there's little mad me, and I'll go ahead and write that story down. So it's not really working on that waxy surface, so I'm going to use the archival ink. At cousin's school performance, mad I couldn't get on stage. And then I'll write my cousins' names, and then I'll write my name here so we know what was going on. And then around the year, I'm going to say it was 93. Just as much information as you can get about the picture. So years from now, when your kids, your grandkids, they're looking at these pictures, they're going to know exactly what's going on in the pictures. And if they ever get donated to a historical society and someone like me goes through the pictures, I know who it is, I know where it was, what's going on in the picture. So you let that dry, and then we're going to get another photo sleeve. So they make all kinds of photo sleeves, all different sizes. You can probably find them on Amazon. We get ours from an archival supply company. There's several different ones. We can post the websites in with this video. These, it just says digital presentation pockets, print file, archival storage. And there it says archival quality, no PVC, safe for long-term storage. So if you stored your photos in a creative memories scrapbook, that's great. I think we all did at one point. I have one just entirely of my dog that I made when I was 12. Those are where all the pictures of her are. A lot of like the glue and the stickers and everything, I'm not really sure if they're archival quality. Some are not, but if they're stuck in there, they're permanent. And if you peel it away, some of the papers, the ink might get pulled away from the photo paper. It's not reversible. It's not archival. So a good way to store it, again, in the sleeve. That'll keep it nice for generations to come. So now someday, when my daughter gets all the pictures, she'll know what was going on in this picture and why I was so mad. So that's all for today in the Curator's Corner. If you have any questions, feel free to email myself at Noelle@Newnan-Coweta HistoricalSociety.com, or send one just to the Historical Society email, and we will be happy to answer your questions. Thanks so much.